Let's talk about delegating today. So, one of the biggest challenges for leaders at any level, but especially at business ownership level, is delegating. It's hard for a lot of reasons, but some of the top reasons that we'll talk about today are they involve the fact that most of them don't have a system in place. So, if you don't have a system in place, that leads to a lot of the types of things that I hear, like, hey, well, people can't do it as well as I do, or this quality, there's all kind of things people will say, and most of those sayings relate to systems. Because if you have a system that you follow to do whatever task it is, then you should be able to teach that system to someone, and then they should be able to duplicate not only the effort that would normally go into it by you, but they should be able to duplicate the quality. And so that's one of the biggest challenges I see for delegating is you need systems in place, which systems solve a lot of issues anyway. You need systems in place to get the kind of quality that you're looking for a lot of times. That's one of the big ones. Another one is, well, Mike, I just can't find the right kind of people. They don't have the right kind of skills, qualifications, whatever it is. I can't find the right people that I can delegate to. That often goes back to systems a little bit as well, because you can hire somebody that doesn't necessarily have the same qualifications as you do, but if you give them a system and teach them the system, they can usually follow the system. However, let's talk about hiring employees for a moment. If you're struggling to get just the right employee, what I've often found is there's a balance, and it is as little as $5 an hour that makes a massive difference. So the quality of person you'll get by just raising the rates $5 an hour changes the quality of the type of person that you're going to get. That's an extra $10,000 a year you're going to pay that person. That is game-changing money to most individuals. And so, especially if you're in a tight market and the salaries are fairly competitive, that $5, $6, $7 an hour will often be what turns the tide and allows you to get higher quality prospects. I have actually tested this in almost every kind of industry you can imagine over the years, and literally $5. $5 makes the difference almost every single time. So if you will just focus on systems, if you'll focus on paying your folks a little bit more an hour, you will be shocked at the quality of work that you can delegate to your team. Now, here's another issue that causes a lot of delegation issues. People don't always know what they can delegate. So they look at everything on their plate and say, well, this needs to be done by me because people expect the owner of the business to do this or that. Look, I'm the owner of a business. My partner Josh is the owner of a business. And we delegate a lot of our coaching to qualified coaches. And so it's just the way it is. We come in, we look at clients and say, who's the best coach for you? Maybe it's me, but maybe it's somebody else on the team. So even at that level of service, we look at who's the best fit, not, hey, I have to do this. So in your business, there's probably some things that you think you have to do because you're the owner or you're the face of the company or whatever it is. And it's really about the positioning that goes into setting up another team member for that spot. So I just did a podcast with one of our clients, and she said, look, that was one of the turning points is when I started positioning our other people on the team to do projects instead of just me, because guess what? Some of the people on the team actually had specialties in project management and different things that I don't have. And so it was really easy to talk them up to the client and say, hey, the reason you want to work with Sarah or Mark is because they are a specialist in this particular area. It's all about the positioning. So systems, hiring the right people, and positioning go a long way towards being able to delegate things that are on your plate today and stopping you from accelerating or scaling in your business. So if you have questions about this, as always, you know how to reach me. We'll see you next time.